and MyPlayerNation. Unlock in NBA 2K20, redeem in the Nike Sneakers mobile app. Your first chance.
Traffic making its way across the Bay Bridge between San Francisco and Oakland, California. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. In a blazing start to the new season, we look at the updated power rankings. Some teams are hot and some teams aren't. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top five.
And I think for Golden State, they're moving in the wrong direction. The good news, though, it's still early in the season. A lot of games left to be played, plenty of time to turn things around.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position. And for Golden State, Curry and Russell are the backcourt set. Robinson is out there with Green, and it's Poole in at the 3 spot. There's a lot of expectations, high expectations when you're the number 1 overall pick in the draft. You know it well.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's something that I wanted. Derek Coleman was from Detroit, and 2 years earlier, he was the number 1 pick, and I'd always been a fan of his, so I felt like he was passing the baton, and I had to kind of do what he did. And then Shaquille O'Neal was rookie of the year before myself, and the number 1 pick. And so for me, I looked at it as, a pretty big weight, but the honor was more than the weight, and I was honored to be picked number 1, and I relished in that, and I had great teammates that allowed me to flourish in that role.
Booker outside. Pass to Ayton. Banked in off the glass.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
Here's Curry with the 3. Saric grabs the board. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Monty Williams gave me a few minutes to catch up. Going up against this talented team is never easy, and Coach knows it. He said, we can't afford to sit back and wait for them to make mistakes. Guys like Curry and the rest of their all-stars, they don't beat themselves. We have to be the aggressive team out there. Coach said he wants his team to come out strong and establish a tone early. See if they can do that. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Free throw good, Booker. Good on the second, so he makes them both.
Oh, he's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws. Well, last year, Kevin, the Warriors didn't dominate the regular season with their roster of stars. They still finished atop of the Western Conference, but were just 3rd best overall.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Quick start for the Suns in this one. Saric outside. Passes it to Rubio. Now here's Ayton. Back to Rubio. Shoots over Curry. Rubio misses. And the Warriors last year, Chris, they seemingly cruised through the regular season.
Yeah, Kevin, but for a team that goes to the finals 5 straight times, I think that's natural. The Warriors showed, though, that they know when to kick it into gear. But unfortunately, it wasn't enough against the Raptors.
The Warriors have gone 0-4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Curry gets the bucket.
Such confidence from Curry. I mean, you watch him take it inside, you think he were a bigger player.
Booker finds Oubre. Here's Ayton. He's coming off a 13-point game against Utah.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Outside, Green. They get it again. Robinson, that's good.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Now here's Booker. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Utah.
And so many of his points came at the line. The D was trying to play him physical. And he just said, yeah, bring it on.
Just 5 to shoot. The shot by Sharch, no good. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors, trailing by 2.
And you know, you see it every day, but it still doesn't make it any less impressive. The amount of skill that Steph Curry has on the floor, the shooting, the passing, the agility, he has it all.
The shot's good.
And the sheer muscle of Ayton. Sometimes he's impossible to stop on the way up.
Outside, Green. Pass to Poole. Outside, Curry. No good from outside. You could argue Curry is one of the most skilled players of all time.
The shooting alone puts him in the conversation, and very few can match up to just that. Guys like LeBron and Wilt dominate with their size and athleticism, but Curry is an all-time great because of his once-in-a-lifetime skill. Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
They pass to Poole. 55 seconds left in the first. And a deep three from Curry. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
He's gone off the rails this quarter. And it's a bad time to do it. I mean, when they're needing to fight from behind.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Russell passes to Curry. Back to Russell. The 3. Rebound by the Suns. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season.
Yeah, and the season series between these two, 4 games at all, starting tonight. A chance to stake out an advantage in the division.
Rubio against Curry. Outside, Russell. To halt the run. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, he could wow you with his passes. I mean, that's as good of a pass as any three-pointer Curry's going to hit.
And that does it for the first quarter. Suns lead by 6. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Curry and Russell are the backcourt set. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Pascal in at the power forward position. Johnson. Ayton wide open. Offline with his 3. Warriors trail by 4. Here's Russell. The dish to Cauley-Stein. Rejected by Booker. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. Here's Cauley-Stein. 14 points from him the last game against New Orleans.
And not only that, I mean, if you think about it, he dominated the boards. His energy was incredible. He never stopped working.
Here's Booker. After the basket by Willie Cauley-Stein. The drive by Booker, and he uses the glass on the layup. Booker's got 11 points. See, well, we've heard some people criticize the league's obsession with the three-pointer, saying the game is less fun to watch. You and I have talked to coaches who do not like the style of play. Would you agree with that?
You know what, I do, Kev, but it's all in the way that it happens. So let's talk about a team like Golden State, okay? Golden State shoots so many threes, right? But they don't shoot the most threes, and they have the best ball movement. And they still take the most number of twos. And so they have a balanced game. Now, they have 3 of the best shooters last season out of any team maybe in the history of the game. And they don't take the most threes, but then you have teams that have every guy shooting under 30%, and they're shooting 100 threes with no ball movement. Yeah, something's backwards. It's still about playing basketball and shooting threes, not shooting threes during a game that happens to be a basketball game, if that makes any sense.
It does. Perfect sense.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Steps back and shoots. The shot off that time. The Warriors go the other way with it. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
They looked overmatched, GA. I thought they lacked aggressiveness and heart out.
And Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Now here's Curry. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
Yeah, and don't forget about his passing. I mean, he didn't forget about his teammates. He was spreading the ball all over the floor.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening. Well, when you look at the skill set of Tyler Johnson, he really is the epitome of a catalyst. Comes in full energy every time, and if he's hitting his shots, you just ride that wave of scoring.
Bridges against Burks. Pass to Johnson. Now here's Kaminsky. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 4 on the clock. From deep three-point range. No good from Booker. And with Johnson, Greg, you never know how on his shot will be day to day.
And that's okay. Teams need a player who can carry them off the bench when they get it going. Johnson is a bit of a microwave that heats up immediately, but if he's cold, you simply drop back the minutes for that game.
Here's Booker after Alec Burks has scored. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 6 here in this quarter.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Johnson against Curry. Outside Russell. The tray. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And he hasn't been able to do much damage outside the three-point line. Just 1 triple for him in the game, and that was back in the first quarter.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Oh, Kevin, the coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy buckets like this, GA.
Now here's Curry. From deep. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And so we wrap up the first half. The Suns on top. They're up by 6. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports. Devin Booker had it going on in the first quarter. He ended up with 17 points and 1 block. Kenny, let's start with you. What did you think about the Suns?
As we know, Devin Booker's a complete scorer, equally adept.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching,
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Setting the floor for the Suns. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. And it's Oubre in at the 3 slot.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
And the dunk by Booker.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Curry against Rubio. From deep three-point range, Curry can't get it to go.
Can't get anything to fall, but it hasn't gotten him down. I mean, he's still gunning. I guess he's still trying to contribute.
Unloads from 9. Ayton finds Booker. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Russell passes to Curry. Inside. And Green slams it in.
What a solid decision maker. Curry with the headiness that you might expect from an NBA player's son.
Suns moving the ball around. And here's Oubre. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Rubio against Curry. Offensive rebound. Ayton. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul called on the Golden State Warriors. The Suns shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
The first one falls.
And when you watch DeAndre Ayton, you really are just floored by how he moves. The amount of speed and agility he has for a player as solid as Ayton is doesn't come around very often.
The Warriors making a switch here. Chris is checked in. Here's Green. Misses the fallback J.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Rubio outside. Back to Oubre. Passes it to Ayton. Rubio outside. Puts it up. Phoenix no good that time either. And those physical attributes of Ayton are so imposing. Greg, who does he remind you of?
I mean, for current players, you see a bit of Embiid and how they both move so fluidly for 7-footers. From the past, I see a bit of David Robinson in his game.
Robinson against Oubre. Curry with the steal. Right around 3 minutes into the second half.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they could do is try to get him more easy looks.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Green with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Green kicks to Robinson. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Poole. Over Ayton. Booker pulls it in.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Well, he's perfect from the field this quarter. He's giving them the fits out there.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Some bad shot selection as well as some bad luck. I mean, that's not going to help you score points.
Alec Burks checked in for the Warriors. Phoenix also making some changes. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Ayton. Frank Kaminsky comes in for Saric, and it's Bridges in for Oubre. Outside Curry. Here's Burks. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Now, how about the unselfishness, controlling the pace? You love Curry's command of this offense.
Rubio, the pass to Bridges. Here's Kaminsky. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Green with the block.
And good anticipation by Draymond. I mean, he always gets in position for these clean swats like this one.
Omari Spellman has come in for Chris. Rubio. 40 seconds left here in the third quarter. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Now Burks. And the pass to Robinson. Green kicks to Burks. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the night.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Free throw no good for Curry.
I expect to see Bigfoot outside the building if Curry misses one or two free throws in the game. That's how good he is at the line.
D'Angelo Russell's checked in for Steph Curry. And a change for the Suns. Tyler Johnson, he's checked in for Ricky Rubio.
And they continue to control the glass.
Booker against Robinson. Booker with it. From deep. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Phoenix. He's at the quarter-century mark. 25 points for him in this game as they have looked to him over and over to make things happen. We come back right after this. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Phoenix leading by 9. You've got Russell. He's out there with Alec Burks. Robinson is out there with Green. And it's Spellman in at the power forward. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Here's Kaminsky. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Turns an easy jump shot into a tough one by going to the fadeaway. I mean, look what happened.
And taken away by Johnson. Pass to Bridges. He dishes it to Booker. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. The shoe culture becoming a bigger part of the game. Signature shoes, custom shoes, collections. P.J. Tucker with over 4,000 pairs of shoes. C. Webb, are you a collector?
I love it, and it's all because of the Jordan phenomenon, what Michael Jordan did for the game, not just with the shoe, but what he did for the game and making it be so cool in the culture. And I got to give my boys in Michigan, I got to give us a little credit, too, with what we did there. But the shoe game has definitely become something that's just crazy out of control. I love it, but no, yeah, I'm a little bit of a collector.
To the middle. Here's Burks. The shot, no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Johnson kicks to Booker. Here's Baines on the wing. Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Baines. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Friday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Saturday, they'll host the Charlotte Hornets. Now, here's Burks. Outside Russell. Lets it go with a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Cognizant of the entire court. Russell aware of where the defenders are and really does a great job creating opportunities.
And stolen by Russell. Now the Warriors moving it up. Burks leading the charge. That free throw missing. Both teams will make substitutions. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
And lost his touch right there. Didn't see that coming. Usually, when he's hot, he stays hot.
Johnson dishes to Oubre. Johnson in the corner. Oubre outside. Misses the three.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
Oh, you hate to let those easy chances slip through your fingers.
Johnson, the pass to Ayton. That one, no good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. They kick it out to Green. And the Warriors miss again.
He gets the playground jumper and can't make good on it. You don't get many chances easier than that.
Oubre passes to Johnson. On the wing, Booker. He's guarded by Russell. Here's Kaminsky. You can't get that one. Great D that time from Green. Passes to Burks. Buries it down low.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And the Suns call time here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes, Greg, it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Devin Booker.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Steph Curry's checked in for Golden State. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
The drive by Booker. Nice D from Russell.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
Poole the pass to Ryerson. Curry against Oubre. From deep three-point range, another three for Golden State.
Big bucket. That's how you do it if you're Steph Curry.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. They've led by as many as 11 points. To the left side wing. Here's Rubio. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Rubio's got his first 3 points of the game.
Crushing. blow to the host right there. I mean, they were in this game for what felt like only a second before instantly getting that three-pointer. Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Makes it off the glass. And now it's an 8-point Phoenix lead.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Curry dishes to Robinson, and Robinson throws it down hard.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. To the left wing, here's Rubio. Number 3 off target. Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
You got to play mistake-free.
And he makes that one.
Yeah, and you want the momentum on your side, and Russell showing you how it's done.
And so they foul intentionally. And here's Rubio. Pass to Ayton. Back to Rubio. Booker with no one around sinks the triple. Booker's got 30.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
Timeout called the Warriors. They trail by 7. 30 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
I mean, it's iffy that there's enough time to even get a quick shot and a foul.
On its way from Curry for 2. Got it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Oh, he's been doing this since back in the day, since back in college. Curry's one of the most clutch performers we have, really, in any sport.
It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And he is unable to get the second one. And here are the Warriors now. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And it's Ayton with the rebound. And an intentional foul right there. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
And you just have to be enticed by the skill set of Ayton. A 7'1" behemoth who plays with a lot of physicality and skill on both ends.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Timeout called the Warriors. They're down by 7. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
Yeah, it's so important at this stage in the game for everyone to be on the same page and working together.
Lee outside. It's hauled in by the Suns. They've led by as many as 11 points. Now Johnson. So the Suns win it A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. See you next time.